Kelly and I got married. After celebrating, we threw our bouquet and headed to Florida for our honeymoon. We were driving to Florida, so we stopped in Orange, Texas at a place called Shangri Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. It was so beautiful, very well kept. It looks like it's been run by volunteers. You have a lot of nature and wildlife that you can see. It had such a great, vast pond or lake. I'm not sure which. It's so beautiful. Like, I could totally imagine a wedding or something really awesome being here. They had a nesting area where you could quietly watch all of the birds that were nesting with newborns. It was great to see the new wildlife. And then they also had a great greenhouse with a lot of orchids. Here's just an example of some of those orchids that we saw when we were there. So one of the stops we made was at Lake Manatee State Park. The goal was to see manatees, and we looked everywhere, and unfortunately we were just at the time where they were out of season and we couldn't find them. But look at this park. It was amazing. The water was so smooth, it was like glass. Do you see a manatee?
Shadows are wrong. You can't really see them there that way.
Well, maybe I did find one manatee. There were a lot of different insects. There were some cool looking lizards. We didn't get a chance to capture them because they were super fast, but they were extremely vibrant in color, very colorful. I used to have a little toy that I would sit on when I was a kid, and it was green, and it was called an inchworm. So you can kind of sit on it and it would just inch its way forward. I had no idea it was an actual worm. Kelly found one and he showed it to me, and I was so elated, and to this day I'm so excited that I was able to actually witness that. Okay guys, this is where we're staying for the night for the first time, in our car on our trip. It loves in Florida somewhere. This is it. We're gonna find a spot. There's Kelly and I'm here. We got my seat is back, his is back. And then over here we have our little thing up there. And then we bought this blanket so we could stay warm. We got the back windows cracked a little bit because they can push the button on the front if we're sleeping. We got our knives. Anyway, that's it. Good night. On our way to Key West, we stopped at a place called Crystal Keys, did a little bit of sightseeing. It was a tourist area. You could see a lot of people here were renting different kayak, and they were just kind of like going out for a couple of hours. We just basically sat on the dock, looked in the water, just to kind of see what the people were doing. We also were kind of hoping we would see a manatee, but still, again, no luck, no manatee. We finally make it out of the main part of Florida, past Miami, and now we're on this long bridge that takes you all through the different keys, ultimately to Key West. Here's kind of what the water looks like. It doesn't quite capture how blue it really is. One of the stops we decided to make, just kind of sudden last minute, is this Bahia Honda State Park. It was a long line, as you could see, to get in. It was super crowded. Here's just kind of a cool little sandcastle, and these lizards were pretty much everywhere. I really like how beautiful blue this water is. Like, if you wanted to feel like you were on vacation in a great spot, this would definitely be that place. Next stop is Coral Cay, which is where we had our Airbnb. There was a restaurant and a kayak rental place right in front. I did an update, but the overnight stay wasn't terrible in the car, but it was uncomfortable because I had to lay on my back the whole time, but otherwise it was okay. And then the next night, because of where we were near Miami, it was hard to find a place, so we camped again at a rest stop. And that was more horrible because there was no breeze at all. But that's okay. We're in Key West now. This is our basic spot for the next couple of days, so it's pretty cool. Nice. There's a bar like right through these gates. It's a bar restaurant, so that's cool. These people have their own RV that they brought, and they're renting the space. And we just rented this RV here. But this is our spot. We're about to go kayaking on this river, like these people. I don't know if it's a river or what this is, but these people are kayaking. We're gonna do that in a few minutes. We're gonna take a kayak tour. I'm gonna bring you with me. This is the place to go fishing. Look at this guy. Oh, don't you come any closer.
Go, baby.
Here, let's get this bag here. George? Okay, guys. Say hi, Kelly. We are going kayaking. Woo!
In here to breathe. Okay, you guys come this way. This is rare to see in here.
Our guide picked up the starfish to show us. We also looked at the bottom. All throughout the bottom are these little clusters of jellyfish. They all look different shapes and sizes. So he picked them up for us and showed us what they look like underneath.
What we're looking at? Yeah. And then that's what they all, no two are alike. They're like snowflakes.
It's amazing that no two are alike. This is a conch shell that he showed us. Sorry for the blur on the camera. Unfortunately, I didn't get to capture it properly. Underneath the water, this is what the mangroves look like. Kind of what you might expect. This is where the manatees like to hang out. Still didn't find any. This is a little broken coral. Actually, it's a big piece. There's some there on the left, there's some on the right. And we ran into a cluster of 5 nurse sharks, which was super exciting for everyone to see. I can't get over how beautiful our area was that we stayed in. Also, I heard there were a lot of these, or at least I thought there were. All these iguanas, this is about all we saw, maybe 3 or 4, and that was where we camped, but we didn't really see them anywhere else other than really small lizards. George, say hi. Hi, George. He probably got him some fish just now. Look at all this fish. I would pet you because you look so cute, but I'm not going to. Something tells me don't trust you. You got to go anyway. See you later, buddy. Woo! He's big. Go ahead. I'll protect you. I'm about to take you in the water. I'm not lying. There was a shark in the water. So here's a ledge, and the fish hang out right here. And there was a big shark. It wasn't a great white, but it was a shark. Kelly confirmed. So let's go in the water and see.
Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small.
Okay, we finally make it to Key West. We see some gar in the water and we're on some pier. We're just kind of taking a look to see what's there. I think Cuba is somewhere over there. These little lizards, their tails curl up, which is interesting. Lots of roosters. Super cute chickens, and look at their babies. I swear, it just makes me smile. It makes my heart smile seeing these little chicks running around. But they were all throughout Key West. They were at the restaurants. Here's Kelly, just got done throwing a rock to Cuba, and we had our photo taken at the southernmost point of the United States. A lot of people talk about going to Mallory Square to watch the sunset, and that's what we did. This little island is called Sunset Island. There's a lot of people that line up along the coast just to watch the sunset. This group of people jumped up here defiantly, had a great time. They all jumped off. I hope you enjoy the sunset. We really did as well. The water outside of our Airbnb was lit up at night with lights, so the fish gravitate towards the lights. And this is just kind of showing you what we were able to see. Thought it was pretty cool to see all the really large fish swimming around. I don't know what every fish was called, but it was certainly quiet, peaceful, and awesome to see. Our way back was just a long drive, 3 days of 8-hour drives just to get back home. We did enjoy our trip, but we were glad to get back home as well. Thanks for watching.